Hey guys, Comic Boom here to review Infinity Wars number 6. I'm going to give a very quick review of Infinity Wars number 6 here. And while I'm talking, you can just focus on Requiem here and Star-Lord. I love these things. These are kind of my favorite. They're kind of cool. Unfortunately, this comic book sucked. This was not very good. Basically, I'll just say what happened because I don't think anyone cares what happens. Because is anybody reading this? I don't think anybody's reading this, and for good reason. This was not exciting. This really should have just. I now know why everybody was saying at the beginning that this was originally intended to be just a Guardians of the Galaxy storyline, because that's really all it should be. Because really, it doesn't even star people that I'm interested in anyway, quite frankly. I mean, Miss Marvel and the Hulk were the only ones that I was interested in. The rest are Guardians of the Galaxy. Don't know much about Adam Warlock. And then there's this character, I don't know who this Arthur Douglas is. He was in previous issues. I was always confused as to what he is. Apparently, he's linked to Drax. Do you guys know Drax had 2 souls? I didn't. What a stupid idea. What does that have to do with the story? It's just stupid. And then the whole folding the universe in half thing, which was a cool concept, but totally squandered here as far as I'm concerned. They went in a direction that was thoroughly uninteresting. And then they chose the coward's way out. Remember, the difference between, I don't know if it's the difference in editors or Marvel, but remember when time runs out, the Avengers thing, going into Secret Wars, where the Avengers were kick ass, where you would have thought that the Avengers would have found a way to prevent the universes from collapsing in on each other, but they didn't. They continuously failed, and then even went so far as to ensure that other universes would be destroyed before theirs. And they made the tough choices and they did what had to be done. Here we have the total opposite. Here we have Adam Warlock deciding that, well, no, the universe is folded in half, and all these half-breed, cross-breed, stupid heroes like Captain America merged with Dr. Fate and all those excuses for the overpriced one-shots, all those things. You can't undo them because they have memories now in worlds, and you can't murder them. And that would just be wrong. I don't think it would be wrong. They didn't exist in the first place, then boom, wipe them from existence. If you wipe them from existence, by definition, you did nothing wrong. You can't be, you didn't do nothing wrong if something didn't exist in the first place. That's the benefit of the time stone, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm destined to be a supervillain one day. I don't know. But in any event, everything wraps up in a nice little bow here at the end. And apparently now all the stones are, this Adam, I think it's Adam Warlock is his name. Adam Warlock, he utilizes the soul stone to imbue all the other stones with the soul. So now all these the power stone, mind stone, time stone, etc., they all have souls now, and they've got minds of their own because they have their own soul, and they're going off into the universe. So it seems to me a fairly obvious prediction that all these individual stones now, since they have their own soul, it's going to be like the Green Lantern Corps, right? It's going to be, now you're going to have the followers of the Mind Stone, because the Mind Stone will give aspects of its power to various people in the universe, and then you're going to have the Power Stone giving aspects of its power. So you're going to have a Mind Stone core and a Soul Stone core, and you're going to have a Power Stone core, and it's going to be like the Green Lantern core. But so you're going to have a rainbow spectrum of different things based on these gems. That's where this is all going. So in that respect, maybe that's a cool idea moving forward. There's lots of different directions that they can go there, and I guess it is what it is. I mean, it's something potentially that Marvel's going to maybe move toward. I don't know. I didn't really enjoy the journey getting there. This has been so up and down for me, this series. I started off really liking Infinity Prime. I love the issues that sort of encapsulated and summarized all this history of the Marvel Universe that I wasn't really very familiar with. And I thought it was very interesting. And then, good Lord, I jumped into this series, and I got to say, I'm disappointed with Gary Duggan. His early issues really whetted my appetite, but I almost found this to be, I won't say unreadable, but this was just there was nothing at stake here. I just didn't care. I don't know how else to explain it. I just didn't care how this wrapped up. It never felt like anything was at stake. It just felt so mindless and pointless. I just don't care about it. And then to make things even worse, there's this. I had to get issue 6, and there's a one shot called Fallen Guardian, and so I thought this would be. First of all, it's false advertising. No Guardian falls. I thought it would be a death of a Guardian of the Galaxy, but that's not the case at all. It's a real cool cover, again with the Stanley tribute cover there. It's really a beautiful cover, but this whole issue has to do with Drax and his stupid double soul, this jazz player named Arthur Adams. I don't even know. Like, isn't that is such a stupid idea? Why do we care about a jazz? What a profoundly stupid thing. I can't believe this. $4.99 for this piece of garbage. Honestly, I would never rip a comic book, but this is one comic book where if it wasn't for the fact that I just can't rip a comic book because I love them too much, and I love the smell of them too. And it's Christmas time, but you wouldn't have to, put a few more drinks in me. I could see myself ripping this and not caring. But it's a Stanley tribute issue, and I love Stan Lee, so I can't do it. But wow, what a disappointment! Wow. It's I don't know. Marvel, you sucked me in. Congratulations, you got my money. You sucked me in. I guess you should be proud of yourself. But Gary Duggan, you sucked. You did a terrible job on this series. And you're a good writer, but you weren't a good writer on this series. It didn't work well for me. I didn't like it, and I'm sorry. Maybe next time. You've written some good stuff, and I liked half the issues, and I absolutely hated the remaining 3 in this end issue. You should have stayed on Guardians of the Galaxy. They should have stayed at Guardians of the Galaxy series, because this, at the end of the day, was a huge disappointment. That's all I got to say. As a final insult to this, I'm not putting up any pictures. I don't care if anybody watches this review. I'm just putting that this is the final stages on this. This is a review video where I don't want to put a lot of work into it because the comic books don't deserve it. So that's all I got to say about that. And follow me on Twitter. And until next time, hit the subscribe button. I promise that my reviews are usually a little bit more upbeat, and I try to make them a little bit more positive most of the time than this one. And at least we got the pops, right? These are cool. This is the only thing good about this series, is that I get to these pops. They inspired me to buy this stuff. It's kind of cool. Anyways, guys, until next time, Comic Boom out.